you are able to understand that emotions or feelings are just an end product of your past experience, then you have just realized an amazing truth. Now, what you can do is, if you can create feelings by simply imagining certain things, then you have created a, a impression of an experience in your subconscious mind. Now, suddenly your mind and your body is aligned to having that experience. Now, whatever you have imprinted in your subconscious mind is bound to happen. Normally, you have a traumatic experience and it impresses a bad feelings in your subconscious mind, and due to that feeling you create more of the tragic circumstances. But you, after you learn this three-step meditation process, what you're going to be able to do is you start to impress your subconscious mind with feelings of joy, feelings of gratitude, feelings of empowerment, and you suddenly change your life. You suddenly overcome your panic attacks. You suddenly create glorious circumstances, happy circumstances, amazing situations in your life. Now, what you must understand is imagination creates reality, but not weak imagination. Your imagination needs to be very strong, it needs to be very potent, and when it is very potent, everything that you imagine must come to life. We are all creators, we are all made in the image of God. We all have kingdom of heaven that lies inside of us. The Upanishads say Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am Brahman, or I am the source of creation. So if you learn to tap into this source of creation, then everything that you imagine must happen. The world is just a dream of the divinity within you. But in order to access that divinity within you, it's not easy, because right now many people have attention span of a goldfish. But you have to make your attention very keen. When your attention can be present with a certain mental imagery, then that attention will create life. That imagination will give birth to everything that you want in this world. So at the three-step meditation process, which I am going to teach you now. The first step is relaxation. How are you going to achieve relaxation? There are so many different ways of achieving relaxation: yoga nidra meditation, and just stilling your eyeballs, just looking at this point with both of your eyeballs. But I recommend you to chant Om, A-U-M, Om, because it is not only going to help you relax your body by completely stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system, but it's also going to put you at a greater state of receptivity. Now, meditation will become far easier after you chant Om. Also, I have known many people who have simply healed, who have simply overcome their anxiety and panic attacks by simply chanting Om. They didn't even need to do the second step and the third step of this three system meditation process. Now, after you have chanted Om for about 20 minutes, because you have to chant Om for 20 minutes, you're a newbie, you must do it. And the correct way to chant Om is in one of my videos. It's a 20-minute video. You can chant Om along with me. After you do it, what you have to do is you start to visualize a future, an imaginary scenario where you are already the man that you want to become, where you are already doing the things that you want to do. Imagine that you are a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered person. How are you going to walk now? How are you going to act now? How are you going to see the world from this pair of new eyes? Now that you're a very calm, relaxed, happy, joyful, empowered person, are you going to be afraid of the previous circumstances that used to trigger your panic attacks? Are you going to be afraid of small spaces because you have claustrophobia? No. Start to mentally rehearse that you are in small spaces and you're thriving in there. Your breath is very regulated in there. Your chest is very risen up, it's not shrinking down. You're having a lot of fun in there. You're cracking jokes with your friends and family and romantic partners in there. You start to drink coffee again because right now maybe you're avoiding stimulating agents. You start dating people because right now people cannot date when they are inflicted with a lot of mental pain. I couldn't, so probably you cannot right now as well. You start going to different amazing vacations because maybe you want to do it right now, but a lot of mental pain and you cannot do all of them. Provide all sorts of sensory vividness to your imaginary act. What are your friends and family members going to say to you after you have become a completely different human being? Are they going to compliment you on how you have become so confident and relaxed and so peaceful? Are you going to tell your friends and family members that you no longer have to worry about me because I have finally healed from all sorts of mental pain? Mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over again, and then it's going to create neural networks inside of your brain that is going to reflect like that experience has already happened in your life. It's so cool to experience this because latest neuroscience says that your mind actually cannot differentiate between an imaginary scenario, which is provided with a lot of sensory vividness, and an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world. So, if you keep mentally rehearsing this imaginary scenario where you are already the man that you want to become and you're already doing the things that you want to do, you are taking advantage of this mind's wonderful property and you are telling your brain that you have already become that person. Now, the third step is feelings, embracing the elevated emotions of that desired future. What you're going to do is you completely immerse yourself into that imaginary scenario. You feel that imaginary scenario to be so real by providing all sorts of sensory modalities, and you keep mentally rehearsing this mental movie over and over and over again until those neural networks become set and hard and permanent. And how are you going to recognize that those neural network is going to be are becoming permanent? It's when these neural networks send a flood of chemicals down your body and you start to feel the emotions of joy, of gratitude, of empowerment, and of confidence, because of course you're going to feel grateful now that you are the man that you want to become, now that you are doing everything that you want to do, now that all of your problems are solved. When that happens, when you finally couple your imaginary scenario with elevated emotions of gratitude, of joy, of empowerment, of confidence, of all these positive emotions, then you are going to breathe life into your imaginary scenario. Now, everything that you have imagined must happen to you. It's a changeless law on which everything in this world depends upon. Many people live in this world by being interested in the world of this world without of they are interested in this three-dimensional world circumstances, but the more enlightened men have always been interested in their inner world of thoughts, of their feelings, and of their mental imagery. So start to become more interested in your thoughts, interested in your feelings, interested in your mental imagery, and you are going to craft your life however you want it. You must watch all of my videos because I have provided all the information to change your life, to overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it, then I provide one-to-one coaching. So message me on my Gmail or my Viber or my Telegram or my WhatsApp, and then we can get started right away. You must remember that the sky is the limit once you truly know how to meditate, once you truly know how to imagine correctly, once you truly know how to feel the emotions of your desired future correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.